Hello and welcome, my Taurus friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group angel reading for November for my Taurus friends. Now, if you've seen any of my videos, you're probably already recognizing things look a little different here. Not only do I have more cards, but I've got a few different ideas. A couple days ago, I was visited by Archangel Uriel, Raphael, Michael, and Gabriel. They really encouraged me to change things up a little bit for this reading, as they really needed to connect in with some healing for my friends. And so after some consultation and a few dry runs, I think I've got this down now. We've got things going. The decks I'm using, so I'm going to be using Healing with the Angels deck as a primary source of information. I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot for clarification, and we're going to gain some guidance from the Angel Inspiration deck. There's a real need for the three decks, and we're going to really enjoy this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, like always, there are links below to both or all these Angel-tastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Taurus friends, let's see what the angels have to say. What information and guidance do the angels have for my Taurus friends? Oh, they're hucking cards again. I love it when it goes right under the table. And they're funny. Generosity. Your card went under the table. This is an image of Archangel Raphael. That healing piece. Not only the healing for ourselves, but for those around us and in our community, our land, the whole rigmarole. That generosity of energy, love, and light. Now we also have Archangel Chamuel. Now angels don't have a gender. We assign gender as humans. So some cards will depict him, or some sites will depict him as a woman and sometimes a man. I see Archangel Chamuel as a male energy. Anytime I've worked with him, it's male. However, as you can see in this card, they're depicting him as a woman. It doesn't matter. They don't take offense. Archangel Chamuel deals with that healing aspect of emotions and love. Strengthening those connection pieces that we really need to strengthen, and helps release some of the and heal some of the stuff that doesn't need to be there anymore. The two of them really talk about that need for not only healing what's around you, but that historical healing and those bonds that we've been carrying through different, generations, but also through different lifetimes. Archangel Chamuel will also be part of this healing process for you in the next little while. Alright, let's start off with Archangel Uriel. And he's, again, they're hucking cards around left, right, and center. Taurus, they have a lot to share with you. Alright, Archangel Uriel, besides the cards that you decided to throw on the floor in my equipment, is there any further information, guidance, and healing that you want to add to my Taurus friends in their reading? Okay. Carefully going under. Oh, it's just one card. It looked like a couple. And that's answered prayer. They hear you. Whether you sit down and pray on your knees, they still hear you. That prayer, that intention, they're hearing you. They're trying to work with you, and they're going to keep working with you. Some of your prayer is part of what you need to work on, so they can't answer it, but they are answering what they can. Angels and archangels are just waiting to be asked to help out in some way. We pray to the universal energy, not to them. Uriel wants me to make sure you're clear that they don't want you praying to them. They want you to be praying to the universal source, putting that intention out and that conversation to the universe. The angels and archangels will answer as they can, because some of the stuff that we ask for is actually part of what we're here to learn. The second card that came out was balance. Like I said, part of what we're asking for, they can't deliver because it's our journey. But in our journey to truly embrace what it is we need to do here, we need to keep ourselves in balance and perspective. Part of that is what this generosity and our Archangel Chamuel are talking about, is that generational healing or lifetime healings, those pieces that happened in past experiences and past lifetimes that are sneaking up on us right now. And it's not just my Taurus friends, it's humanity as a species. We've been here a number of times and we're carrying a lot of baggage with us. That balance piece, so that we can ensure that we are able to go forward and heal ourselves so that we are able to get the most out of this experience. All right, let's get some clarification. What further information does Archangel Uriel have for my Taurus friends? Okay, we had some jumpers. The first is the Nine of Cups. Nines are all about that hard work, all that you've put in this lifetime and in past lifetimes, and how you have achieved so much. The next, the Seven of Pentacles. Sevens are a little bit about hard work, that challenge piece, but being victorious. In the original deck, Pamela Coleman Smith has the Seven of Pentacles as an individual who's leaning on a gardening tool, looking at this bush that has got a bounty of pentacles. It talks about his hard work and devotion. That devotion is showing up here. The devotion is being heard very clearly by the angels, archangels, and universe, or source, God, whatever you want to call that higher being. And the last card is the Three of Wands. That's the last card that jumped out for you, Taurus. So the Three of Wands is all about that journey piece, that next stage. You've achieved so much at this present aspect. It's time for a bit more work and that next step. That next step being some of that generational pain and that baggage that we're carrying. But it's also about that enlightenment piece. We're going to see that there's going to be that next piece that will really spark our inner passions. Archangel Chamuel, his name means light of God, and he is all about that inner fire. He's the fire keeper. He helps transition us from darkness to light. Anytime he's around, I really feel him in my solar plexus. He really starts to give the solar plexus a little bit of a humph, because he knows we need that inner strength and drive to push ourselves forward. He's going to strengthen that for you. When you're really feeling that push or a little bit of that challenge and you need some extra some extra comfort and some extra support, call on Archangel Uriel. He will be there. He can help not only heal your solar plexus, but also really strengthen and kind of give you an extra boost of energy in that solar plexus area. Okay, let's go on to Raphael. What guidance? They're just messing with me. They're just saying how many pieces can hit the tripod. What guidance and healing? Okay. All right. I get it. Archangel Raphael has lots to say to you guys. What healing? Okay. You can have that one too. What healing and guidance does Archangel Raphael have for my Taurus friends? Okay, I think he's done. Now I gotta go into the equipment. Okay. I love it when it goes right into the equipment and bounces off the tripod. It's awesome. First one, body care. That importance of self-care. It really connects into that balance piece, connects into that generosity piece, also connects into Archangel Chamuel, that love piece, that loving yourself, being able to take time to care for and really nurture yourself. The next card that jumped, meditation. Part of that self-care is also just kind of pulling ourselves out of the energies that are building. We're looking at heading into November, and we're really starting to see that darkness creep in. In North America, we're really seeing the longer nights, the higher demand, because we have all those holiday expectations and added burdens. Taking that time to remove yourself from all that really chaotic and ongoing push of energy and withdraw. Goes back to that self-care and love. Meditate, connecting in. Because what you're looking for is harmony. You need that balance. Again, he's connecting into Uriel's message of balance. This is all very important as you are starting to heal and really transition to that next piece. The angels are here to really help and support and nurture you into that next aspect of self and into the winter season. All right, what further guidance and information does Archangel Raphael have for my Taurus friends? Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for not hucking cards under the table again. I appreciate that a lot. The first one, the Two of Wands. Twos are about duality and choice. Wands, again, we're dealing with that inner fire and passion. The Knight of Cups. Knights are that go big, go home, no fear energy. Cups about intuition and emotion. And we have Two of Swords. Again, duality and choice. This time with knowledge and with that truth and knowledge piece. What Archangel Raphael is really kind of cutting literally down the line is that not only are you going to need that balance piece, but it's also going to be up to you to really put the line in the sand as to what you can and cannot achieve. You can't do everything by yourself. You're going to have others help and step in and help you out. It's going to be important to keep that balance, that nurturing and self-care, but that self-sustainability over the next, month and a half, if you will. December is very hard and challenging for us, not only emotionally, but physically. There's only so much we can do. Knowing what you can do and what you have time for, and where your passions are. Not everybody has a passion for everything. And asking for that help. Not being afraid to say, you know what, I still have to work and I can't do all the Christmas baking and do all the shopping and do all of this. I need help. Not being afraid to step out and put your heart out there and say, please help me. Because that's a very important growth piece. Many of us struggle with asking for help and then appreciating and being very receptive for that help. Now we do have double twos. In angel messages, what they're saying is keep the faith. Don't give up and listen to your intuition. That intuition in prayer is really helping you out. This may get tough because you're dealing with other individuals. There's free will at play. for your own sake and sanity, you're going to have to really kind of step outside that box and ask for that help. And most importantly, being open to receive that, because that's sometimes the hardest part. All right, let's go on to Michael. What guidance and healing does Archangel Michael have for my Taurus friends? Freedom. He's really connecting into what his brethren have said here. That importance of taking care of yourself, balancing things out. It will give you more ability to enjoy what's happening right now and embracing your gifts and skills and abilities so that you can start to really nurture and hone some of this stuff, and allowing other people the ability to just step in and take their own. Sometimes they're very clear. We're really going to need that support. And that support isn't only going to be on the physical plane. You can ask for help and should ask for help from your family and friends. However, that astral plane is really important. He's connecting back into Uriel here. That importance of having the support on the astral level. Your guardians, your guides, the angels, the archangels, high vibrational beings of every sort. They're all there just waiting for you to say, I need some help. Can you please help me? They cannot step in unless it's life-threatening and it's not your time to pass on without your consent. You have to ask for it. And there's nothing special that you need to do. You just need to say, please help me. And they will. All right, let's look at what further support or information and guidance that Archangel Michael has. Got a jumper for my Taurus friends. Okay, I had one jumper. And that was the Empress. The third card in the Major Arcana, and she speaks about fertility, abundance, and growth. This aspect really gives you the ability to take that to the next level. Take yourself up a notch. When you get extra help from the physical and the astral plane, you're going to have that freedom to really connect in and start doing some of those healing aspects that are really deeper and at a different level almost. We have the healing that we need to do on this plane, but we're looking at healing that has to happen in the astral plane, in historical stuff, getting into the Akashic records. There's so much that we need to heal right now. It's a very big task, but that balancing piece and asking for more help is going to be key to seeing not only you be able to grow, but you're going to be able to start to really create and manifest in your life. That fertility energy that the Empress has is very contagious and will help you bring in what it is you're looking for. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks really about working smarter rather than harder. The original card that Pamela Coleman Smith created was a fellow who had 10 wands in front of his face and he was trudging up the way to the market. If he should have asked for help, he could see where he's going and he wouldn't be busting his back. Really reinforces that need for asking for support. And again, the important piece, and I know it's going to be hard for you guys, accepting it and being appreciative of it, because it may not be the way you would have done it. Not everybody attacks a situation the same way. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. That is that earthy knight that is not afraid to get their hands dirty. Most knights are in action. They are ready to charge into battle. The Knight of Pentacles is all about that work. Knowing you've got work in other places and trusting in that other people will get the job done in their own way. Now we have double knights. In Raphael's reading, and I can't fit all the cards in the table, there's just not enough room, we had double knights. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. When you're looking at the Knight, which is the 12th card in the Major Arcana, or Minor Arcana, sorry, you're looking at spiritual growth and awakening. And that you have the ability to manifest what it is you really need in your life. And that's going to be an important aspect. Like I said here, we've got some work to do. That manifestation is really key. You have those abilities. Now in Uriel's reading, we had the Three of Wands. We have the 3rd card in the Major Arcana. When you have multiple threes and angel messages, you're looking at something close to your heart that needs to be expressed. And that has been very true since the beginning. And Archangel Michael is really highlighting that need for expressing what's really close to us. Again, we go back to that generosity piece. Being generous with ourselves and acknowledging where we're at and being able to freely express what it is we need to express at this point in time in our life. All right, and finally on to Archangel Gabriel. What healing and guidance does Archangel Gabriel have for my Taurus friends? That's serenity. Connects into that taking care of yourself, that meditation piece. Finding those serene, tranquil moments and really embracing them. Nurturing that energy so that it can really flow throughout your life and throughout your day. And truth and integrity. That living that authentic self. Being truthful to you as to who you are. Goes back to that balance piece and that harmony piece. When we truly live a life of authenticity, we're able to truly be who we are, and we start that healing process. A big part of it. Archangel Chamuel would be right beside you because he loves you for who you are. And I'm being screamed at, all the archangels and angels love you for who you are, even if we're afraid to share it. But Archangel Chamuel will be able to help you heal some of those past hurts and experiences you've had about living your authentic self. All right. What further information and guidance does Archangel Gabriel have for my Taurus friends? The King of Pentacles. Kings are that fully developed personality. They have the most power and control. He's the Midas touch. He can create and manifest anything and everything he needs and wants in his life. Especially since the Empress was drawn in by Michael here. That fertility and abundance is very clear, not only in the wealth and manifestation, but also on many other levels. That connection in and growth that you're going to have as you go through and kind of release and allow things to transition to other people, if you will. The Star, the 17th card in the Major Arcana. It's connected to your hopes and dreams. When you're living a life of authenticity, not only do you raise your vibration, you have the ability to really connect into those bigger pieces, those pieces that you've really wanted to work on, and some of it we've forgotten, as we've transitioned to this lifetime, those pieces that we contracted to overcome and face. And then the Six of Cups. Sixes are about harmony and balance. She goes back into that balance piece. Keeping that juggling act of balance in harmony is going to be very, it's going to be very challenging, especially given the energies that are going to be flowing throughout November and into December. The Cups are all about that intuition and emotion. When you start to really connect into that intuition, not only is it here, but it's in the star. She is nurturing and balancing not only her intuition and her intuitional creativity, she's also feeding that physical aspect. She's another balancing act within your reading. That importance not only to balance your physical plane and your spiritual plane, but also your physical needs as well versus your spiritual ones. It's going to be a juggling act. However, when you withdraw and connect in, you're going to find that it happens quite easily, especially when you're focusing in on that abundance piece and those hopes and dreams. All right, I'm going to end off on a blessing. It's a blessing from the Angel Inspiration deck. What blessing do the angels and archangels have for my Taurus friends? Let's step into the light. It's very much what the whole reading's been about. That need to step into that light, bringing in that balance and healing. Archangel Uriel helps us do that on an ongoing basis. That's one of his jobs, is to really bring us into the light. And that's what we need to do. That's what the archangels really want you to focus in on. All these pieces, they raise your vibration. That vibration helps you step into that light. It helps you to lead a life of authenticity, which is really clear of what the angels really want people to do right now. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you found some insight into and direction into what the angels and archangels want to share with you. For those who are interested, on December 9th, I'm going to be running an online introductory and interactive class through Zoom. I'm going to be offering my introductions to connecting, which is a channeling class. If you're interested in finding out more information on the class and channeling, you can find out more information and register on my website. I provided a helpful link below to my classes page that'll help take you directly to the information you're looking for. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and watching this video. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd really hate for you to miss something. Also, if you like this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of my tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Taurus friends.